isn't mentally there, I have full like rights over her. You have to bring her back.
I don't think my points are invalid.
Your points are invalid.
Right? And I was like,
Okay. Check this out. So the other fucking day, it was a fucking Sunday, the fucking Lord's Day. I'm over here resting. So I get a fucking text message from Princess Peach. Fucking Princess Peach. How'd she get my number? I don't fucking know. Anyway, she said, "Yo, Lou, I have a fucking problem." And I was like, "Yo, what's going on? Where's Mario?" And then she's like, "You tell me." And I was just like, "I totally fucking forgot. Spaced out. You're over there in Brooklyn fucking working on some pipes." So I was like, "Yeah, yo, he's kind of busy." She said I couldn't get a hold of him. So I was like, "All right, what is it that you need?" She says, "Yo, Lou, I'm with Bowser." I was like, "You with Bowser? You got kidnapped. What is it?" Because you know I don't fucking trust Peach. I already fucking told you. Let that fucking girl go. Anyway, so I'm over here with fucking Yoshi, right? With half a bag of shrooms in, about to eat my calamari, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Sunday, I'm trying to fucking kick back. So I gotta do what I gotta do, right? So I go over to fucking Bowser's place. I do what I gotta do, man. You know, I seen Mario do his thing, so I've do the fucking same thing. Fucking Princess Peach is in the back of Yoshi, and then I see Bowser. Fucking overgrown shit stain over here fucking tells me, "Yo, Mario is sending his number fucking too." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he's like, "He's not fucking tough." And I was like, "He's not fucking tough? You said my boy's not fucking tough." Man, this guy's so fucking tough. You ever heard of the fucking the band called The Untouchables? No, of course not, because one time he hung out with them, they had to change their fucking title. That's how fucking tough this fucking guys are. So, and then I was like, "You know who the fucking the Blue Man Group is? Who the fuck think you thought painted them?" That's what I fucking told him. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "He doesn't give a fuck. I've seen this fucking guy. We get on public transportation, right? So I'm up and I pay my shit." And then Mario pays the shit and then he walks away. I was like, "Yo, Mario, what are you doing? You just paid." And he's like, "Hey, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here." So what did I fucking do? I just fucking leave Princess Peach, you know. That's what happened fucking Sundays. Anyways, welcome back, guys.
damn, dog, okay?
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I practiced that a little bit. So you're here with your boy Kawama Nation and my boy Drew. And we got a Halloween special for you. All right, let's do Get What You Get.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What you got?
I got a fucking Steely Jam over here. Fucking guy over here. Motherfucking Beechwood with Urban Roots presents Steely Jam. It's a West Coast. I'm like rapping over here.
How the fuck do you put the beach in the beer?
I'm fucking rapping
tell
over
me,
here,
huh?
It's a motherfucking West Coast style IPA. Fuck out of here. Fucking out of here.
East Coast every day. All right. All right, my turn.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, fuck.
There it is.
Oh, shit.
There it is.
I got the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. They sell it here?
My boy got the Baja Blast.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, dude. I kind of low-key wanted that for I fucking wanted that for myself. Yeah, I can't do it as good as you, dude. That was actually pretty fucking tight,
Yeah?
by the way, dude. I wish I knew what you were going to do. I wanted to jump in. I just didn't know how to do that.
I felt like I rushed it a little bit.
Nah, dude, that was fucking on point. I think your timing was fucking...
Jeez, I was so nervous.
Were you?
I was so nervous.
You didn't look
It's my
it.
first time doing like an Italian accent where someone's gonna
What?
like
Watch it?
see it. Yeah.
Fuck them, dude.
Because
Fuck 'em.
when I said you're at the job in Brooklyn, thankfully we get jobs because you know how we kind of look like Mexicans. That's what I was gonna say.
That's funny.
Yeah. So there's like a couple of things I like. Whatever just came to my head, I was just like, ah, fuck.
Oh,
it.
you held off?
Not that I held off. It's just like it didn't come to me when I was like initially when I was in like character. Yeah. So Baja Blast, 0 sugar, guys. Hey, anybody on a diet? You guys can drink this. Let's see how good it is. Oh, it just tastes like soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. That's fucking dangerous.
That's 5%.
Oh, it's only. I mean, 5% is. What's that? Budweiser.
But light. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of low key wanted one of those.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Just
can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to try this IPA?
Sure. Who the fuck makes a can like this? How the fuck are you gonna sound it like this? Who the fuck is these guys?
It's like a diet soda. You know what I mean?
Oy, give me my diet soda.
Hey!
Where's the gabagoo?
Forget about it, huh? Let me get a gabagoo. If it's burnt, I send it back.
There you go.
There it is.
Do you have any sponsors of the week or?
Oh shit! Yeah, dude. This week's sponsor is I really appreciate this sponsor and thank you guys for sponsoring this video because you know what I mean it's really tough to do these podcasts and if it wasn't for you guys sponsoring the video we wouldn't be able to have the capital to do it. The survivors of the Titanic, we really appreciate you guys. You guys put your you guys really help us out a lot.
Life on the line for us.
Put your life on the line. And you guys really help out. So thank you to the survivors of the Titanic. You guys really help out a lot doing this. Hey,
yo, appreciate it, huh?
Fuck, you do that so good, dude. I wish I could fucking do that. I can't. But, yo.
So we got question of the week, all right? Question of the week. So this is for my boy, man. I love you, dude, but these questions are getting crazy, and I think
Are you gonna shout out whoever asked these questions?
JR. Of course, if it's JR.
Oh, fucking JR, dude. Shout out JR.
All right, so JR asked, who is the top in the relationship? Inquiring minds want to know.
What, dude? Hey, yo,
Whoa,
bro.
hey.
Hey, forget about it.
Do we fucking look like bottom boys?
Fuck
I
outta
don't
here.
fucking think so,
Fucking
my
guy,
guy.
dude.
We're both fucking top, so we don't fucking intermingle. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, what's the question again? Who's the top?
Who's the top?
What the fuck,
So
dude?
somebody
Fuck
needs
you.
to be a bottom?
Fuck you, JR. God damn, bro.
Oh, I may look like a fucking power bottom, but I'm definitely a fucking top.
Yo, my dude, man. I mean, that's kind of crazy question, obviously. I mean, obviously, I'm the top, right?
Clearly,
Like,
What'd you say?
I mean, obviously, right? Like, look at me. I'm obviously the top, right? I can't support this, dude. How am I supposed to be the bottom? How am I supposed to be the bottom right?
It's easy to maneuver, so clearly I'm the top.
I don't like this question.
Gang, gang.
That's so crazy, bro.
Yo,
yeah, fuck you, JR, for fucking asking this question.
Top
bro.
boys only over here.
You trying to
Top boy.
fucking, you trying to put a rift between me and my boy over here, dude?
I think that's what it is,
What's your
dude.
problem? Fuck out of here, dude.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Get your car keys and put them in your car keys. And get the fuck out of here, dude.
Get yourself a bear and get the fuck out
What
of
the
here.
fuck? What did we used to say? Was it that? It was,
No,
go get your car, go
it's
pocket, have a yacht.
have a yacht. Yes.
Is that even
Hey,
Italian?
yo, JR, you think you're fucking better than him? Huh? Hey, yo, I think he's fucking better than you. He thinks he's fucking better than you.
You think you better than me?
You think you're better than my fucking boy over here? Get the fuck
out of here, fucking guy. Go get your car, go take your car keys, and take your car to have a yacht. You
Shove it up your fucking ass.
fucking ass. Wait, is that Italian?
I
Or
think
we
it's
just
like I think we're doing like different Italian because it's like there's a Jersey, No. There is like a New
We're
York.
doing like 5.
Yeah, we're
accents.
mixed Italian. So like
Yeah.
he's from Jersey, and then I'm from fucking New York. So you know what I'm saying? The Italian fucking. So there's a Jersey Italian, and then there's a fucking.
But we're doing Boston. Is there Italians in Boston?
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. We're probably way off. But I don't know if
100%.
you guys know this or not. I don't know if you're new to the fucking show or the pod. Me and my boy here. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Nothing, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So don't fucking quote us if you guys could do us that favor.
So after this episode, if you've gotten a little bit dumber, that's on you.
Don't blame us.
You clicked on us.
Disclaimer. Remember that. Law abiding.
So anyways, this is our Halloween special. What are we going to talk about? What are we going to discuss? I feel like I have a quick little question that'll kind of get us into the little thing. So my question for you, Andrew, is like, do you feel like there are natural born killers, like you're born that way, or do you feel like if your family or like the environment that you're environmental killer, like because of your upbringing, you became a killer? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like a good example for that.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like I guess for like the environmental one would be like Gypsy Rose. She technically didn't kill her mom.
Is this the? Hold on. Let me clarify. Is this the bitch that was? I'm sorry. Hold on. Is this the woman
Yes.
that was raised sick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So like because she got to like a breaking point. So technically she's not a killer, but she did orchestrate it.
Okay.
So that's why it's like I guess my question is like, do you feel like you can? Would that make you like not serial killer, but like I guess
Will it push you into murder?
yeah, like I mean we have an example I guess, but it's like how much suffering do you think she went through? Because I know
Right.
when she was like a baby, her mom was saying that she had like needed like a sleep, she had like sleep apnea, and then she had like muscle dystrophy, and then like we didn't know how old she was.
Because she lied about her age.
Yeah,
or
so
some
it's
shit,
like
right?
yeah, and it's like she got to meet people online. So I don't know. Do you feel like if you were put in like a situation like hers, damn, I guess my question is like, would you be able to do what she did?
Okay.
Do you feel like she was like forced up against the wall? Or like, what's your input on this whole Gypsy Rose situation?
Okay, low-key, I feel like this is a loaded question, right? But also I feel like it's kind of light, right? Compared
Right.
to like actual serial killers,
Okay.
right? But my opinion on this woman, right? You want to know my actual true opinion on her?
Yeah.
I don't know too much about the story. I know she was like raised sick, and people thought she was sick her whole entire life. She was like she was in a wheelchair her whole entire life, and she made it seem like she was like paralyzed her whole entire life. So in public, she couldn't walk in public, right? So she went through a lot of shit, and obviously the mom was kind of crazy, right? The mom was fucking crazy. Obviously the mom did some really horrible things, right? My opinion on this girl, Gypsy Rose, is I think she shouldn't be walking around in public. She should have been put to death. And I feel like she should have fucking spent her entire life in fucking prison. Yeah, I don't think you were expecting that.
No.
I think she's a fucking dirtbag, and she knew what the fuck she was doing, and she should have spent her entire life in fucking prison. And the fact that she's walking around and living her fucking life and putting it on the internet and fucking married now and about to have a kid or whatever the fuck, I don't know because I don't follow her, but I know she's like married. Is she married?
She's divorced now.
Okay.
She was.
Is she pregnant? She's
I think
having a kid, right?
she's having her kid. Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that she's doing that, fuck you. And I feel the fact that she's able to live her fucking life right now, living her best life.
Yeah.
I feel like she should be in prison. And the fact that she's doing that pisses me off.
But
Yeah, so
why though?
fuck
Why?
her.
Like, what is this? Like, why? I feel like there's a little bit more to that. Like,
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Why do you feel that?
Oh, thanks for asking. I will tell you.
Okay.
The, the reason is,
Yo, Mario, let me fucking know.
forget about it.
Yo, hey, let the fucking girl live. Come on.
No, fuck her, dude. The reason why I think that it's all like fuck her kind of thing,
Right.
right? I understand she went through hell. I understand she was put through a gang of shit through like, yeah, her whole life, right?
Yeah.
The fact that she fucking made the plans, convinced this dude, right? I don't know if you've seen like documentaries. I watched a documentary
Right.
about her, whatever the situation.
Yeah.
And she like texted the dude, bought him a ticket to come down, fucking left the knife out on the front porch, left the door unlocked, and was like, my mom's in here, she's sleeping. I left the knife on the front porch. And for him to be like, okay, I'm here, go to the bathroom, hide in the bathtub. And that's exactly what she did. She knew her mother was getting murdered. She heard her mother scream.
Right.
She heard her mother fucking yell for her. Did nothing. She planned it out. She knew exactly what she was fucking doing.
Right.
Her mother was stabbed to fucking death. I mean, yeah, her mom was a fucking piece of shit. But did she deserve to be murdered in that type of way? Did her mother deserve to be stabbed to death
Okay.
by somebody she didn't know? And did she deserve to have that happen, by her own daughter?
Yeah.
And her own daughter knew it was happening. She heard the screams. She knew it was happening. She planned it
Yeah.
and did nothing about it. And she still plays, and for me, I just don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. She still plays the little, like, I don't know. Fuck you. It's a grown-ass fucking woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? She knew what she was doing. She knew the fucking consequences and didn't give a fuck about them. And the reason why, a big reason why I feel this way is because talking to somebody else, I'm not going to say who, but her name rhymes with Shmiyanka. When I asked her, like, okay, yeah, her mom treated her a certain way.
Sri Lanka?
Yeah, Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka and Drew had an argument.
Yeah,
about
asking, somebody else who thinks rationally, right? Like a normal person, right?
it. Yeah.
I
okay.
asked this certain person who I'm not gonna say their name. I asked them, look, if you were treated bad, you know what I mean, treated like shit, would you have done the same thing? And this person was like, well, no, I wouldn't kill my mom over stuff like that.
Right.
And that's exactly my fucking point. A rational fucking person who knows the consequences, who knows what they're fucking doing, would not murder their own mother. And for this girl to have planned the whole entire thing, yes, she was probably distraught. Yes, she probably had like mental deficiencies. Yes.
Yeah.
Right? She knows the difference between right and wrong. She knew what she was doing was wrong. She planned it out. She knew her mom was gonna be murdered. Murdered, dog. Like stabbed multiple fucking times. For me to even think about doing something like that is fucking crazy. I would never be able to even do that.
Right.
And for her to let that happen in the next room over and hear it,
Yeah.
and her be like, she didn't let me walk. Fuck
No, dude.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck off. For me, no, I'm sorry. For me, I'm like, irrational way of thinking. Any rational person would be like, no, dude. Run away. Run the fuck away.
You said run, Forrest, run?
Run, Forrest, run. I know she's tried to run away before. I know.
Yes,
I know people are
dude.
gonna disagree with me. I know people are thinking like, "What the fuck, are you fucking serious?"
Yeah.
And I understand that, and I get it. But no, dog. She should fucking still be in prison. And the fact that she's living a normal life now is crazy to me. And a big reason why is because I know this story, and I can't tell you the name of this dude because I don't know. I forgot the name.
Mm-hmm.
I know the story of this little boy who killed another little boy.
Okay.
He like smashed his head in, right? There was like a 4-year-old little boy. he like coerced him to come with him to play with him.
Okay.
4-year-old boy followed this like 10-year-old boy, or he was like 8, dog. He was a fucking kid, and he fucking coerced him into the woods, and he smashed his head in, killed him. Right. The older boy was like 8 or like 10.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in prison today. And this was like in the fucking 70s. He's a fucking old man. And you're still punishing him for the acts that he did when he was a fucking child.
Right.
Obviously, you're not the same person you were when you were 8 years fucking old. This girl was fucking like
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Fuck her. Fuck her. And the fact that people are like over here like defending her, I think is fucking crazy. She should die in fucking prison.
You know what, dude?
Hot take,
That
dude.
is a fucking hot take because I definitely disagree.
disagree, yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
100%, because
Right.
it's like,
So is everybody else.
well, because like the thing is like there's so many fucking factors in where it's like she had no fucking choice. Like as a baby, she had to be put on like sleep apnea, and then she had to be taken here, and then she was forced to act a certain way because it's like she had nowhere to go, and then she was forced. You know, it's like you have it's either your back is up against the wall, and it's basically like being in jail. And then there was a quote where she's like, "I'm in jail and I feel the freest that I ever had," which is crazy to say because it just shows the amount of manipulation and amount of, because it's like, yeah, maybe she could have walked, but it's like she hasn't been walking. So it's like her muscles haven't been developed for her to be like, homegirl probably couldn't walk a mile. Like if she would have like run away, like how, I guess in my thing, it's like, yeah, run away, but it's like, how far are you really going to get? Especially because it's like, you've been in the public eye. You've been this cancer girl. And it's like, everybody's just like, oh, we're just going to take you back to your mom, which is, everybody's like doing to be like the nice thing to do. It's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing out here?
Which
And it's
they got like free stuff.
yeah,
got,
so it's like, imagine you trying to leave this thing and run away, but it's like everybody has the kindness of their heart being like, hey, what are you doing here? Let me take you back to your prison, to where you're deemed to be like, because her mom said that she was dumb, and then
she was
said
like mentally challenged.
yeah, and all this stuff. So it's just
Correct.
like, imagine, so it's like, like, what am I supposed to do when it's like, even if I fucking leave, all eyes are on me anyways?
So kill your mother.
I mean, that was her solution.
Would you look? Would you kill your mom?
Would I kill my mom? No. Would I kill her mom being my mom? Maybe. If it was for me to be free, because then it's like, how long is this? How long
Would
is this
you kill?
facade?
You said you would kill her mom being your mom.
Yeah,
What
I'll
does that
never
mean?
kill my mother. Don't ever fucking bring my fucking mother in this fucking thing.
And
She's
that's
a
what-
fucking saint.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. But okay, you're saying if your
'Cause
mom
I'm
acted
picturing
like
it-
that lady.
Not if that lady was my mom.
Okay, hold on.
If
If
that
your mother acted like that lady,
No, because it's like, I have good memories. No, because there's good memories with my mom.
case closed,
No,
dog.
no, I would
acquittal
never-
or what
If
do the
the glove
judges say?
don't fit,
Yeah, you must
must
acquit, dog. Exactly,
No, I
dog.
don't-
Any rational fucking person, any person that thinks a fucking logical way is gonna be like, murdering my mom is fucking crazy.
But the thing is, you can't contain humans. You can't keep them in like a small room. Humans are meant to be exposed and to be hanging out with other people. Imagine doing that for how'd you say she was, 20 or 18?
She was like 19, 20, I don't know.
18, and then
I
also
honestly
it's like
don't
you
know.
have to think like that mentality. Like you're thinking about the mentality of now as a grown, your brain is fully
No.
developed. Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm thinking as
Because-
an 18, 20-year-old.
No, bro. When we were 15, dude,
I'm
we were
thinking of
fucking
my
doing.
entire life, I have never once been like, I'm murdering my mom for beating me with a coat hanger. Never once.
'cause that's
dog.
so different,
For me,
though.
it's more like, I'm running away, I'm never going back. You know, it's that.
Your He-Man toy. And
That's it. Yeah, you
like
put,
Ninja
you
Turtles.
you put your Ninja Turtle suitcase, you fill it up with like boxers and socks and your favorite toy. And that's how you get back at your mom. Not
Or the
murder
goldfish.
her.
That's different though. That's different because like you're free. You were free to do whatever you wanted. You just got in trouble, and that's why you didn't like your mom. She was not free to do whatever she wanted. Your freedom was taken away. You were fucking strapped down to basically a chair and then made to believe in Imagine having your head shaved when you had luscious hair.
Can we agree though that murdering your mom is wrong?
I think murder in general is wrong.
It depends on the circumstance.
Murdered who?
Murdering your mom is wrong.
I think murder is wrong.
Okay, but you're saying there's exceptions.
I mean, we fucking kill people. We
Other
put
than,
people in the
like-
death penalty.
Okay, other than self-defense. So yeah, your mom's trying to kill you. You
Right.
kill your mom, it's fine, right?
Okay.
We'll say that. Which is, even that is fucking crazy.
But
to
she
me.
robbed her whole fucking life, her whole childhood
I don't think that's an excuse.
to kill your mom.
Correct. I don't.
Or to
think-
coerce. She didn't kill her mom. She coerced her mom's murder.
Okay, you're making fucking excuses for this
Well,
fucking
she
chick.
didn't kill her.
And that's my thing, is that everybody's making a fucking excuse for her.
Okay, the thing is,
She
it's
didn't
like
fucking stab her.
no, because I
But
feel like she
put the murder weapon on the porch. She left the front door fucking open, and she let this fucking gullible, dumbass dude who thought he was gonna get some pussy,
But she did.
which he got. My
Was it
boy,
worth it?
hey,
yo, hey.
he let this.
Yo, I
fuck-
fucking murder for some pussy. Hey, give me some of that.
Nah,
give
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
that. Fuck out of here.
I'm not doing that.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's like
This fucking
but
idiot.
it's easier to. It's easy. She didn't do it though. It's like, yeah, she probably wouldn't have been able to
Excuse.
do it herself. She probably would, but it's easier for
And
someone
that's
to do
why.
it.
And that's why she
So the
got
thing
this
is, it's
fucking
like-
idiot to do it.
Well,
Look,
but-
I'm not taking away from the abuse, because the abuse was real and the abuse was there, and yeah, I feel really bad for her, but doesn't excuse murder. I'm sorry.
Do you feel like, oh, so if you were abused in a certain way, you don't think you'd be able to kill your
No.
abuser?
No. My mom? No.
Not your mom, any person.
Okay, no.
So you still stayed being abused.
No, I would.
If you were to kill somebody to
away.
get your freedom,
I would get away.
but that's your only option.
See, look, the way you're saying it is like, it makes me think of like a kidnapper, right? Like, but if I'm thinking of my mom, right? You fucking run away, and that's how I think of it. Get the fuck out of there. What are you still doing there? You can walk, leave.
You can walk, but you can't run.
You're an adult.
I don't agree.
You're an
with you.
adult that can make decisions now. Do it. Get the fuck out of there.
It's just too easy. I feel like the way you're explaining that, it's just so easy for you to be like, yeah, just go, bye. Like,
Yeah.
But then there's like so much psychological things that go
Right?
with it.
I mean,
like,
we don't know. You don't know either, though.
I don't,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's
we don't know.
like
That's true.
there's because it's like. So
What's
from
up?
what I learned from
Just
Pause.
saying. Your argument of her running away is completely invalid. She couldn't run away.
Because she couldn't walk?
no, I want to get to the psychological part because
No, she couldn't run away because her mom had like an actual document signed from a lawyer indicating that she didn't basically like, what's the word, like conservatorship. She didn't, because her mom claimed that she wasn't all there.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom had like full control of her body and everything. So if she were to run away, the cops would have just brought her back, and they just would have. The mom would have been like, well, I have this document that says that, you know, she's actually has a mind of a 5-year-old and 8-year-old, and so I have full control of everything. And so, yeah, like bringing her back, and she did try to run away. She ran away.
I
one
said that.
time,
I mentioned that. Yeah.
And the mom brought her back.
Uh-huh.
So your argument of like her being able to
Run
get
away
up and
again.
run away is completely invalid. She
How?
because it's all eyes on her. Her face has been
You're
put
an adult.
everywhere.
You're an adult.
No, that's
Fight
not
it.
how it works. That is not how it works.
So
dude.
it excuses murder?
I'm not saying that it excuses murder, but I'm saying like your points are invalid. Like she.
You say the word invalid.
Yeah, because you're saying like just get up and go. It doesn't matter when she gets up and goes. Her mom is gonna call the cops and be like, my daughter ran away. She isn't mentally there. I have full like rights over her. You have to bring her back.
I don't think my points are invalid.
Your points are invalid.
So when Gypsy Rose is gonna be running away, her mom's gonna call and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, eyes on me." Because that's what it is.
And see,
dude.
that's what I'm saying. You have fucking people like that make fucking excuses.
There's
that-
no excuse,
those
bro.
Are, everything you guys just listed were fucking excuses. And the reason why she murdered her mom was because of this. And there was no way she could have. And how is she supposed to?
Okay. Let me give you an example. Because I was going with it.
Fuck off.
Okay.
There's no way. Dude.
Okay. We're saying that she couldn't run away. She's probably really weak. Okay. Let me give you an example.
But is that
an
excuse?
That I learned from New Orleans, right?
Go for it.
So, these people in New Orleans, slave owners, correct? Correct. They had these black men that would carry these balls that were chained around their big fucking dudes. Big ass fucking guys. They could run away whenever they wanted to, right? Because they can carry this ball. Because they've been raised, but they never did.
Right.
Because psychologically, they thought that this person would hurt them and kill them.
Or their family, or yeah.
Exactly. So it's like even a
That's how
person
they kept
of
them tamed.
strength,
Yeah.
of like power, like that could obviously, especially many people, many slaves, these big men and these women that have been are fucking being like slaves to like 2-3 people that are running that fucking plantation. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like the psychological part
It's
of
like
like
30 slaves to one dude.
yeah,
like
so it's
a
like you can overtake it.
ratio.
Like when you look at it, you can be like, yo, you
Why
guys should have
didn't
just,
they?
why didn't you fucking do it? Because psychologically, they've been trained to be like, you can't fucking do that. So when it goes to like, obviously it's a lot of it different, but it's like the psychological part where it's like, for one, she just couldn't, because it's like once she left, like that person turned her in. All the eyes are on her. She's been not a public figure, I guess you could say, but everybody knows what the fuck she looks like. It's this fucking bald girl with fucking silver in her teeth. Like, you know what with these big ass fucking glasses. You see her and you be like, Gypsy, what the fuck are you doing?
With horse
What are you
teeth,
doing
bro?
with the fucking, what are you doing at the train station? Let me take you back to your mom. She's like, no, she's crazy. And it's like, no, okay.
She wore wigs.
But it's like, I
Wear a
heard
wig.
this. But it's like you're not going to believe her, because it's like you've already been shown. It's like, she's sick. She's let me take her back to her mom who's going to take care of her. So like, that's the thing where it's like your back is up against the wall. And it's like, you can't just run away, because it's like there are other people technically in a sense watching you without watching you, or she can call and just have cops just like looking around and make a statement. Okay. So it's like there's no way, like there's no actual exit. And I guess like when it comes to like the slavery part, it's like the psychological fucking your head where it's like, I can't leave. I can't leave. When it's like, when she tried, she got took back. So it's like, what else are you doing when you put a human being up against the wall? What else are you gonna do? Like when your freedom is taken away from you, and you know that the one obstacle person is right here. Like what are you gonna do? Like you have this person standing right in front of you against the wall, like of this door right here, like. But it's like, even if you fucking leave, you're still gonna be brought back anyways. It doesn't matter if you leave; they can literally let you leave, and you're still gonna be brought back anyways.
Yeah. And
this is like psychological torture. You can't fucking leave. You can't even be. She destroyed her computer, and I don't know why she got her another one, but like she just kept you in here, and also you're a teenager in a sense. You're 18. Your brain isn't fully developed, and also you're gonna push boundaries in a sense. It's like, and then she never had a childhood, so it's like. You want to get all that back. You lost everything. You lost all of that. Like you can't quote SpongeBob. You can't do any of that shit. You can't hang around with the neighborhood kids. Like you have nothing. It's only you and your mom. So it's like, but the thing is, it's like you know that I can walk. You know that I don't know if she knew that she was completely like okay, but there were people that are like, yeah, she was able to walk. She was able to do this, and it's like, what other options do you have? Especially being a woman. Like as a man, we can be like, yeah, run away, because we have the strength to do that. We have the strength to fight. But it's like, I guess, like as a woman, it's like, what else is there? So I don't know.
I disagree. I totally disagree.
File on Monday, please.
I totally fucking disagree.
Why?
If it's not okay, so you guys are like hung up on her running away, right? That's an option.
The thing is, she still went to jail. Like, I'm not saying like she shouldn't have served.
No, she should still be in fucking jail is my thing. And running away is an option. The other option, in my personal fucking opinion, is stand up.
To what? You can't.
No.
You're going to be pushed back down.
No. I don't mean literally. I don't mean figuratively. I mean stand the fuck up and out of your wheelchair. And people are going to be like... Stand the fuck up, dude. Get the fuck out of your wheelchair and be like, I'm not actually She's lying. In fucking public, do it on fucking camera. Stop being a, you know what I mean? None of this, none of what you guys are saying is a fucking excuse to me at all. At all. It's not. And I know, I understand. I get the fucking trauma, and I get the your back's against the wall, and I get the if you're gonna fight, or swim, swimmer sink, or
Fight or flight.
fighter,
I fucking
you know what I mean?
hate
Or fight or swim, or whatever the fuck that saying is. Yeah, not an excuse. Any rational fucking person is gonna say, no, I'm not gonna murder my mother.
She wasn't in a rational position. She's not a rational person.
Of course not. Because she's a murderer. Come on,
She's
dude.
not a murderer.
Dude, and again, excuses.
She's not a murderer. She didn't kill her mom.
Yeah, I guess, if you want to call it that. If you want to say that. Yeah, I think she deserves to spend.
Yo,
she's
don't
an
get any
accessory.
fucking blood on your hands. Let
She's
somebody
an
else
accessory
fucking
to
do
the
it.
fucking crime. I think she deserves to die in jail. And the fact that she's out living her best life, smiling on camera and on the internet, is fucking crazy to me. I think she's fake. And earlier you mentioned how like the mom manipulated and like changed her in a way. I feel like she's a manipulator as well. I feel like
Well, where do you think she? In a sense, okay, I do agree with you on that. Like, how did she like kind of like get this guy to do that? Like, cause she did get it from
the
somewhere.
fucking manipulator, dog, because
Yeah.
she understands
Everything else, I do not agree with
she
you on that.
learned
No,
from her fucking mom, manipulated this fucking weird fucking dude to murder her fucking mom. And she manipulated him. I feel like she's like weird and like twisted.
no, but he
When-
was like,
hold on,
"I'll
hold on.
do this for you."
Hold on.
He said that.
And also kind of like how she like portrays herself in right now and like in the media. She still talks like a little girl.
That's her
And
voice.
Fuck you. She's fucking lying, and I don't trust her at all.
You don't think that's her voice?
Uh.
So like whenever the cameras are off, she goes home. She's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
babe."
She's like, yo, what's good?
That
She's,
is
like, smoking cigars?
wild.
Yeah.
That
I
is
think she's
wild.
a
I
fucking
feel
liar.
like okay, let's move on from this. I feel like your take is
Yeah, I'm getting fucking heated.
insane.
I hate her.
I do not agree.
I hate her. I don't trust her at all.
I do not agree.
Okay, agree to disagree. Let us know in the
Agree to-
fucking.
yeah. Do you think Gypsy Rose should be in jail or should she be out walking and like taking care of her baby? And
Yeah,
having a
let
good
me know.
life?
And then you guys got a quick snippet of Shmianka over here off camera.
I'm gonna leave that in, bro. I love that.
Leave it. Leave it, dude, because I totally disagree with everything. I don't think any of that is a fucking excuse at all. You know what I'm saying? I understand Munchausen syndrome and I get all that. You're trying to protect people and protect your captors and whatever, but this isn't that same case. This isn't something like that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
She
it's like
will-
at some point, it's like morality and all this stuff kind of goes out the window when it comes to like survival. Because at the end of the day, we are animals, and we do tend to like when our backs are against the wall, we go into like animalistic instincts.
Look.
Fight or flight, baby. And she fought and she flew, my boy.
Look, I understand like morality goes out the window, but like there's still a thing called a legality.
Right.
When you fucking murder somebody and you have the intent to have somebody murdered and you're an accessory and you plan it out, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that other bullshit. Fuck all that, dude. She planned her mom's murder and she should still be in prison. Just like that. And I can't fucking remember this kid's name, dude. I feel so bad. But this would have been a good fucking comparison. This kid was 8 years old. And he's like 60 right now. And they're still punishing him for something that he did when he was 8. And if he can still be in prison, so can she.
Is he black?
No, he's a white kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's actually like wow, like because I feel like people of color get more.
White dude, he's still fucking in prison. He's like 60, 70. And it was something he did when he was 8.
Yeah.
And who has that type of rational thinking when they're 8?
The thing is, he was convicted.
When you're 20, you have that.
Things change. Though.
He didn't have that. So if he could still be in prison right now, she can also, and you can't change my fucking mind. Sorry. Agree to disagree. Fuck her.
So, anyways,
She's ugly too. I'm sorry. Bianca's be pissed at that, but like whatever, dude. I fucking hate her.
so what I'm saying, it's like, do you think your environment can make you become a killer, or do you feel like you're a born killer? So, do you think she was born that way?
No, I don't think she was born a killer. I think, yes, I think the environment turns you into.
Yeah.
Same thing as like you're not born a racist.
Yeah.
It's the environment that turns you into a racist. Or just a piece of shit in general. Nobody's born a piece of shit. Have you ever met a baby that was a piece of shit? You know what? Yeah, you know what?
I've seen some babies
There's
that
some
are
piece of
fucking
shit
assholes.
babies out there, dude.
So you're saying that there's no, not just in her case, just like in general, you feel like people are not instinctively murderers. They're just because of the
They're
environment.
brought up that way.
Yeah, like so, like Richard Ramirez, like when he was a little kid, or actually before he was born, his mom was like in a boot factory while she was pregnant, and they're saying that like the fumes that she like inhaled, because like all of her pregnancies, that there were things like wrong with all the kids that she had. And then plus like his dad was like an alcoholic fucking like who abused him. But then like they're saying that when he was 2 years old, he had like a dresser fall on him and he almost fucking died, head trauma. And then they're saying that when he was 6 years old, there was a swing that knocked him out. Like it like swung up and hit him and knocked him out. And by the time he was at like 11, he started having like epilepsy. So it's like, in my head,
Holy
it's like,
fuck, I didn't know that.
yeah. So like so it's like, what was the root cause? Do you feel like it was the stuff that his mom inhaled?
No, you know what? I think because his mom inhaled all that stuff, I think he should be, he shouldn't have been in prison at all for any of the crimes that he did.
Yeah, you're fucking wild.
I think he has an excuse for the things that he did.
You're
like
fucking
his
wild,
mom.
dude.
Yeah, no, fuck him, dude. That's crazy. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
I didn't
dude.
know any of that.
Yeah, when he was I forgot what age it was. He went to go stay with his cousin, or he was hanging out with his cousin. His cousin just came back from Vietnam, and then his cousin did a couple of like acts of, and he showed him pictures of like severed
From Vietnam.
Vietnamese women's heads.
Right.
And then the crazy thing is like the way he reacted to those pictures, it was like, well, like cool. And then like after that, he went to where did he go? I think he went to stay with his sister. And then her sister's husband was like a peeping Tom, and then she knew about it, which was fucking wild. And then she's like, don't be taking him out to like do those things. And then like, so he learned how to stalk, well, with his cousin, because his cousin ended up going to like an insane asylum because he ended up shooting his buddy in the head, and then he like deemed himself like insane.
What the fuck? I've never heard any of
Yeah,
this.
so like also his cousin taught him how to like be tactical and like all this stuff. So that's why I guess like his name, like the night, what's it? What was his name? Nightcrawler? No, Night Prowler.
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker. It came to be because like he learned those, or it's like, but his other brother, I guess his like brother-in-law, was a peeping Tom, but then like he ended up taking that like a little bit further and started like breaking into people's like houses and stuff like that. And even his sister was like, don't be taking him on duty. So she fucking knew. But then like he ended up like kind of getting into drugs, and then
Became like homeless and shit, right?
yeah, and then I guess like even his coworkers, because he worked like at a hotel, and he's like, yo, he's kind of weird because he said that like he tried to like molest 2 kids like on the elevator, and he like told his coworkers. Yeah, like his
fuck.
Yeah, so it's like his fucking whole like upbringing was just like set up to like fuck this kid over, and then just ended up becoming like a fucking crazy ass murderer. What do you know about?
I think to answer your question, like if people are born a certain way or raised a certain way, I think nobody's born that way, right?
Right.
Nobody's fucking born a fucking, I think, serial killer, murderer.
Serial killer?
There's these fucking weird situations that they're brought into, Like exactly what you were just fucking talking
Right.
about is a fucked up situation, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, millions of fucking people live away like that though. Millions of people are abused. Millions of people are homeless. Millions of people do drugs. Millions of people, whatever, right?
Right.
They don't become fucking murderers. It's fucking something in the. I mean, I don't know the
Like
science.
from like birth or like after birth and
Something
then like
gets
up.
triggered. Something,
Right.
dude. Something, and I don't know what.
Because I feel like the brain is such a crazy like thing where it's like it desensitizes you to be like other like fuck other life, like just take care of yourself in a sense.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's like in a sense where it's like you don't react to certain things, right? It's like
Yeah.
if we get like say if they put him into I forgot what it's called, but it's like and they like show him pictures and they see like how his brain works. It's just like it's not gonna work that way because
Dude, this dude was a fucking freak, dog. This dude was a freak.
yeah.
This fool used to fucking jack off on people's. After he murdered them,
Yeah.
he would like jack off on their carpets and like jizz all over the place.
Yeah.
And like smear blood and feces on their walls. This dude was fucking. He was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that, people like that, I don't have any sympathy for at all.
No.
You know what I mean? I think he was a fucking piece of shit. I think he was a fucking
Dude, some of his murders
my
were
God.
fucking crazy. Like there was-
crazy, dude.
and it's like the thing is like the cops had him at one point. I think
With the shoe.
no, they pulled him over. There's a cop that motorcycle cop pulled him over, and then he I guess he didn't have his license on him, so he told him to get out of the car, and then I guess the officer went back to his bike to like get stuff, and then Richard Ramirez heard over the radio, "We're looking for this car. It's been stolen," and it was the car that he was in. So what he did was like he had enough time because he fucked with the cops, and he put like a pentagram on the hood, and then he fucking bounced. And then like the
just ran
dude
away?
turns around and he's like, "Where the fuck did he go?" And then they had him, but
What?
yeah. And then that car was
This fool had enough time to put a pentagram on the fucking windshield and then dip?
on the hood and then dip.
No way.
Yeah, and then because
Is that like one of the first murders? Because I know that
no,
one
no,
of the
no.
first
No, it was like
Later?
a little bit like it was right before he was gonna get caught because the shoe thing was there. Like they talked about the shoe where
Remember
like
the shoe thing?
the where they found out
So
like
nuts.
the one where it like solidified the shoe was where he took the wires out of the clock, and he like choked out these two old ladies, or he beat them with a hammer and then he like choked them out.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's when they were like, all right, this is the shoe, and then like they hit up the company.
But
and
the
then
shoe was, they found the imprint like outside the window, right?
there was one on some lady's face, and then
What?
yeah, there's
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, there's an imprint on the shoe on like a victim's face, and then there's another imprint on the clock where because like he took the wires out and he went like this and he pulled the wires out, and then so like they found that imprint, and then it was like a certain type of shoe, and
Now, I remember hearing that there was a house that he tried to break into, but the house that he was trying to break into was like an ex-cop, or he was a cop.
right,
And he was like outside the windowsill, and outside the windowsill there was like a flower bed,
right,
and there was just dirt. And he was like trying to open a window, but he was standing in the dirt. And I think the cop heard it while he was sleeping, got out with his gun drawn.
it was his son. The kid heard it, and he saw the car's license plate, and then he like ran and he woke up his dad, and his dad came out with the gun.
And I think that's where they first drew that shoe, because
Yeah.
it was like a special shoe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. And they found the shoe. They knew what kind of shoe it was.
yeah,
And then the mayor, do you remember that part?
yeah. Where like it was a he.
She announced it.
Yeah.
She announced it on like television.
Yeah.
And was like, we're looking for somebody with this type of shoe.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
But she also did like a sketch too, because like that when she announced it, it was right before
Yeah,
he was
but
about
why
to.
are you giving up that type of detail? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I think he's already murdered so many people.
He's
before
murdered a
that.
gang of people, but
Yeah.
you're this close to finding him because you know what kind of shoe he's wearing. Why
Yeah.
are you telling the entire public? And then after that, they never found that shoe again because
Yeah.
he switched his shoes.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah, you don't fucking. What's wrong with you? Stupid. Dude.
You know they had him.
He
They
killed like 3 other people after that.
dude, and they really had him in his like they literally almost had him also because of his teeth, because he had like
Yes.
he had like
bite marks. No.
That and he had like a compacted tooth.
He had like a weird fingal tooth or something. No?
And then like in the vehicle that they saw, it was like something in like what's in LA, Chinatown. So there's a dentist in Chinatown that he went to, and then so they hit him up, and then they're like, hey, like when he comes in, like hit this button. So they installed a button to like let him know.
Yeah.
But when he came in, did his fucking like appointment and then left, the lady was hitting it the whole time, but the button didn't work.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So it's like they almost had him, and I think
A couple times.
Yeah.
And he murdered like 6 people in the meantime.
Yeah. You know, AC/DC had to cancel certain shows because of him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So basically, you know, the Night Prowler from AC/DC, and then I think there's like one other song because of it. I think
Talking
it's
about Thunder?
it's Night Prowler.
Shout out Robbie.
Fucking Robbie, dude.
Fuck you, Robbie.
I forgot. It was like Night Prowler and then another song, which is kind of like what kind of amped this fool up. And then like in a murder, he like, I don't think he did it intentionally, but he left an AC/DC hat. But because of all this going on, like in California, AC/DC had some shows, but they're telling him like, you can't do your shows like the way you're doing them. And AC/DC is like, if we're not going to be able to do our shows the way we want, we're not going to fucking do them. And they canceled their shows.
Why? How were they doing their shows that was like...
Well, it's because like it's AC/DC, where it's like Night Prowler and stuff like it's like death metal or like shit like that. But like people were already up into like a frenzy because of this guy, and then they're like, no, well, like don't do them AC/DC. Well, obviously, like being a young band, being like, fuck that, you can't tell us what to do.
That dude was a freak, dude.
Yeah.
That dude was a fucking freak. And what pisses me off, dude, is when he finally got arrested, they finally caught him and they did the trials.
Yeah.
And like, there was like women at his fucking trials. And
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Like he was a rock star.
Yeah.
And this fool was loving that shit.
Yeah.
You could tell, right?
He put a pentagram on his hand and all that shit.
Piece
dude.
of shit, dude. And those fucking...
Because he ended up getting caught because he went to Tucson one day and then he came back because I guess his brother was out there. And then he couldn't find the address, and he came back because Tucson at the time was like crazy hot.
And then, but they put his picture like on the news or something, right?
Yeah. So
and they
like,
found him on the bus, like
Yeah,
people on the bus or something.
yeah, so it was like the bus when he came back, he like got out, but then because he was so like in that area, he kind of knew like where cops kind of were. But then from his testimony, he was like, it was kind of weird. Like there's a little bit more cops, but it didn't really mean much.
Oh,
to
they
him.
were waiting for him, no?
Yeah, and then he like went into like a liquor store, and then when he went to the liquor store, he saw his face on the wanted, and so he jumped into a public bus.
And people recognized
Yeah,
him.
there's like a dude reading the paper, and they recognized him, and I guess they were trying to tell him.
They
and then on
chased him or something.
the next exit, he got off.
Yeah.
And then he tried to steal a car from a lady,
Uh-huh.
and then her husband came. They beat the shit out of him.
Uh-huh. That's so
They
crazy.
beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, dude.
But they said that like when he left, that he fucking was like smiling and like sticking his tongue out and like doing this shit. And I was like,
Yeah, he was a piece of shit, dude.
yeah.
And it's funny too when I asked for like when my parents talk about it, or like I've heard like my mom talk about it.
Oh yeah.
And like
what the fuck?
my aunts, they're like, yeah, when that shit was going on, we never used to lock our doors. Like we never even thought about it.
Yeah.
But after that, we always locked our doors. Like that's what changed the environment in Southern California. Southern California was like, nah, you don't leave your door. Like I don't leave my door unlocked ever. Ever. When I walk through the door, I lock my door. Always.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking anytime I'm in a room, I lock the door. That's just a habit. You know what I'm saying? I go into the bathroom, I lock every door. Always. Always, dude. It's just like one of those things. I'm just so used to like lock it. You know what I mean? And not that it stems from this because it's before my time.
Yeah.
But that's just how I know things. And I think it stems from that. Because my mom is even like, nah, you lock the door. You know what I mean? We used to have an alarm system back in the days.
Yeah.
You don't have the alarm. You put the alarm on when we go to sleep.
That's crazy.
Make sure all the windows are locked. I remember one time, dude, the fucking helicopter was out and there was like a spotlight out. And my mom was like, the bird's out. Make sure the doors are locked. and I remember being like, the bird is out. I'm like, Mom, nobody says that shit. Who the fuck says that?
She's like, get in the fucking house.
was like, damn, my mom's gangster as fuck.
Fuck
Dude.
yeah, your mom's hella hood.
She was like, the fucking bird's out. You lock this bitch up real quick.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean. I was like, chill, mom. You're from La Puente.
So it's like you feel like because like compared to Gypsy Rose and him, like he's an actual serial killer. So it's like productive environment. Do you feel like productive environment makes you a serial killer? Or you're not
he
born
was
that
way
way?
more. Obviously, he's way more crazier than this.
Yeah, he's
fucking
way.
bitch.
Yeah.
This fool was a fucking nut. So,
Yeah.
like nuts. Yes, he deserved to die in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like this fool was crazy. This fool was murdering old women. And like strangling them and jacking off on them and
There's one point where like he like threw up and then there's he threw up on like things and then like there's another point where like this one's really fucked up, but like he went to a house and then he had the boy go into the closet, raped his mom, and then ended up putting him back together. But like whenever she like looked at him, she's like, "Don't fucking look at him." And then but like obviously as a child, like you're seeing what's going on, and then ended up putting him back together. And then he's like, make sure she's like, "Hail fucking Satan!" And he was telling like there's two other people that he was like he didn't kill him, but he fucked with them. But he's like let him know that like Satan made you do this, and it's like "Hail Satan," and then he ended up fucking taking off. So and I feel like there's a point in time where it's like he's like. His urges are getting crazy, and then he's like wanting to like do all that stuff.
he thinks he could get away with it more, and he like does more, and then he does like every single one is like something different, and he like adds on to it, and yeah, dude, the first one was just like him just shooting a girl and like running away, and then the second one was him like carjacking a bitch, shooting her in the face or whatever.
There's one where he like killed somebody. But then, like, her roommate, like, ducked down.
Mm-hmm. She survived.
No, the girl that he tried to kill survived. But then the roommate,
Somebody
like,
survived.
stood up. And then he, like, fucking shot her point blank.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. It's, like, straight out of a fucking
And
movie.
all he was doing was just walking.
Yeah.
They just happened to be there.
Like, there was no target. There was no actual, like...
Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Damn.
Fuck him. I'm glad he's fucking dead. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, dude. Yeah, that's a fucking crazy one, though. I mean, that's like top, like, not top serial killer, but like, that's like, as far as serial killer goes,
That's
dog,
top tier.
he had an entire southern part of California terrified. Everybody. People live different because of him now.
Yeah.
Generations live different
Yeah.
because of him. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
Like I said, I lock my doors. Not because of him, but because like that's how I was fucking raised. But I was raised like that because of him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't lock their doors before. They do now. That's so nuts. That's so nuts to think about.
Yeah.
What else? What do you got?
Do you have
This is my fucking jam, dog.
Yeah,
fucking
I love
it.
serial killer shit.
This is fucking nuts.
I don't like
These
what you
dudes are-
guys did, but I like...
These dudes are fucking crazy,
Yeah.
bro. So nuts.
Do you have a story? Do you have like, or not like what your favorite is, or like, do you have like something you want to talk about?
I know a serial killer. I don't know if you know this guy, but this dude to me, as far as like serial killing goes,
Right.
you know, I think this dude's fucking whacked out. And the fact that, I mean, mind you, he didn't kill as much as Richard Ramirez goes, because how many people did he kill? Like
He killed
8?
a lot. No, Richard Ramirez?
Yeah.
Let me see.
12? It was like 8 people, no? It wasn't that much. We say it wasn't that much, but still, like, one is
a lot, yeah. Taking a life in
enough.
general.
How many people?
Yeah. 13 people. Yeah, at least 13 people in California.
Holy fuck!
Yeah. That's a lot,
Yeah,
bro.
he even mentions, like, there's people that you guys don't even know. Like, after he gets arrested, I think he says it.
There was one that he confessed to, that there was a little girl looking for $1 at the hotel that he was working at. Dude, it's insane. Like, when I heard this, I was like, it made me sick. Like, he was looking for $1, and he was like, "Oh, let me go help you find it." He ended up hanging her on the top of, like, whatever. I don't know where it was, but he ended up hanging her. And then, like, her brother that was helping her look for this dollar that she found ended up finding her dead, hung. And I'm like, that's fucking insane. Like, but these are like things that he's told, like it's his fucking thing, and it's like that's why people are like, what do you mean? She was like looking for a dollar, like because it's so specific. But he's like, yeah, I did that, and it was like one of his like early on kills.
Yeah, that dude was a fucking piece of shit. But the big one of the big ones I remember, or one of the big, not remember because I wasn't alive during this time, but one of the big ones that stick out for me is the co-ed killer. I don't know if you've ever heard of this dude.
Maybe just
His name's Ed Kemper.
no.
This fucking dude was like a 6'7" big white boy, big dude, and he would like murder like women that were in college. So they ended up like nicknaming him the co-ed killer.
What the fuck?
And he would pick up hitchhikers.
Okay.
And the thing is, this kid, he was like 24 when he got caught. And by this time he killed like five women, 6 women. Before he started like picking up hitchhikers, he killed his grandparents. Murdered them.
Jesus. Okay.
He was living with his grandparents when he was 15. He shot his grandma in the face.
Point blank.
Point blank. And after he killed his grandma, his grandpa came home from whatever, hunting or something. His grandpa was walking up to the house and he shoots him before he walks into the house, kills him. And after that, this fucking dude goes to like a psychiatric hospital or some shit.
Yeah.
And he stays there for like a couple years until he turns like 19 or 18.
Yeah.
And they let him out.
That's what's insane.
They let him
Because
out.
it's like now as
Gypsy Rose.
but like as an
Same
adult,
shit.
I'm like years go by quick.
Yeah, dude. He was 15. He stayed in there a couple years. They let him out. Starts working, doing some shit. Picks up hitchhikers because at the time, I think he was living, this was in California. So like Northern California was like, I think the college was Santa Cruz, UC Santa Cruz or Cal State at Santa Cruz. I don't know what school that is.
Whatever. Your mom goes to college.
Back in the 70s, they used to hitchhike to school.
Yeah. It was
You know what I
a
mean?
thing.
That was the thing. And he would just pick up
Stupid-ass
hitchhikers that were
hippies.
going to school.
Right.
And then murder them and
No
butcher
way.
them. And like I said, he was a 6-foot big motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I remember, I don't know if this is true, but what I remember was reading or hearing or watching a video that he cut off the head of, I thought originally it was his mom.
Right.
But I found out that it was like he murdered his grandmother instead.
Okay.
I remember hearing that he cut off the head of his mom and or grandmother. I think it was his grandmother. And then he fucking had sex with it.
Because when you said that, I was like, this motherfucker did not skull fuck her. And then you said that, and I'm like, that is disgusting.
And if I'm correct, I swear to God I heard this. This fool fucking did that shit.
That's crazy.
And a big reason why I even know who this guy is because there used to be this show on Netflix. It's no longer. They canceled it, which fucking pisses me off. But it was called Mindhunter, and it was about the psychiatrist that first brought up the term serial killer. He invented that term.
Right.
And this psychiatrist used to interview these serial killers in the 70s and 60s and shit.
Okay.
So he interviewed this dude, Ed Kemper. He interviewed, who's the dude that did the famous murder with the Hollywood.
I don't know.
The little short, long hair dude.
The one with the swastika on his
Yeah.
forehead?
Yeah.
Helter Skelter. I know, like, he's got 3 wives. What's his fucking name?
Holy shit, we're drunk. Because I would know.
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah. Not Marilyn Manson.
That dude took a rib out to suck his dick.
Definitely not him. Yo, you heard that too? I thought that was just like our middle school. They used to
No,
say
bro,
shit
it was
like
every
that.
middle school in America, dude.
He took a rip out to suck his own dick.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
No, so it's Manson. What's his first?
Not Marilyn Manson.
No.
Fuck, it doesn't matter.
The
Who
man,
cares?
whatever. Manson, the Manson murderers
dude.
or whatever.
Damn,
the
we're
fuck.
drunk, bro. It doesn't matter. He interviewed him. He interviewed Son of Sam. He interviewed Ed Kemper.
No way.
He interviewed, yeah, dude. This dude, the
So who's going
psychiatrist,
around?
yeah,
Interviewing fools. Yeah.
interviewing all these like mad fucking murderers, right?
Bet.
He's the dude who invented the term serial killer, and he was a psychiatrist back in the days. And there's like mad tapes of him interviewing this dude Ed Kemper, and I think he fucking says that in one of the tapes, where he's like, and I thought it was his mom, but it's actually his grandma that he killed. And he's like, I cut her head off, and she gave me like fellatio or whatever, some shit. And he like skull fucks his grandma's severed head. This dude was fucking crazy, and he was 15. And then he goes on, they let him out, and then he goes on to murder like 5-6 other like
Yeah, the urges are
19-year-olds.
never going to be suppressed.
And he was a fucking big dude.
Yeah.
He was a fucking giant. If you watch a video of him walking
He's
in
a
a
big
courtroom,
motherfucker.
he towers over everybody.
That's crazy.
So yeah, and he was like cutting up women and just like throwing them.
Do you know any like background on like why? Like anything happened?
So his mom was very abusive. He was the middle child of 3.
Forgotten.
He had an older sister. He had a younger sister. He was the forgotten son.
Yeah.
The same story like every other fucking serial killer story, right? One daughter the sister got more attention than him.
Mm-hmm.
And then because his mom was abusive, he left the mom and tried to go live with the dad. But the dad's new wife didn't like him because he was weird.
Yeah.
So she was like, I don't want him living here. So the dad ended up sending him to the grandparents.
No way.
But the grandparents were like strict.
Yeah.
So he ended up killing his grandparents.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude.
So it was like, it's a lot of like
Yeah. There's a
being
lot.
unwanted, right?
Yeah.
Being unwanted by your parents, being like forgotten, not getting the attention that you want, shit like that. But like for me, I'm like, get over it. Get over it, kid. Pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'll see me killing people.
You're gonna kill your fucking nana and tata because they didn't fucking tell you I love you? Fuck you, pussy.
Well,
You know what I mean? I don't know.
the
I mean,
mind is a fragile thing for
Very
certain
fragile,
people.
man. A lot of people can't handle being
The
fucking
psyche, the
ridiculed and being
psyche.
fucking,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, yeah.
fuck off, dude.
I don't fault them
Be Mexican, dog.
for.
We get that shit every day of our lives. We're 30. We still get that
We still get bullied
by our parents
or by
pussy.
each other.
Okay, but you didn't know the co-ed killer at all?
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, dude, I'll show you some
What's
shit.
his
This
name?
fool's
What's
crazy.
his name? What's
Ed
his name?
Kemper.
Ed Kemper.
Yeah, Ed.
So if you guys want to like more in detail, look up Ed Kemper.
Yo, he's on Mindhunter, dude. If you've ever watched Mindhunter and you've seen the serial killers that this dude interviews, the guy who plays Ed Kemper in the show is fucking spot on,
Oh,
dude.
yeah?
Because if you watch like a actual video of him, because there's videos of him on YouTube like being interviewed,
Yeah.
and then you watch the show and you watch them side by side,
Yeah.
this fucking dude,
Yeah, he captures it.
so good.
That's
bro.
crazy.
And I'm so pissed that show got canceled because it was so fucking awesome. I mean, it was about serial killers and shit, but like these actors were fucking on fucking point. Dog.
That's crazy.
It's fucking nuts. Even the guy who plays Helter Skelter, Manson.
Maryland.
It's not Marilyn Manson.
I keep thinking.
We keep
I'm
saying that. What's his name?
Michelin Manson.
Yo, these fools are gonna be like, these fools are drunk.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we're
okay.
wasted, so sorry, but whatever. But yeah,
Okay,
Manson.
so. Okay, yeah, Manson, the Manson murders, whatever his first name is, who gives a
He's
shit.
also in the show, and
He's
the
dead,
The
so.
dude that plays him, on point. But anyways, let me hear yours because I
Okay.
feel
So let me preface.
you have to have a good preface.
Let
you
me
have to have a
preface?
good one though.
So, before I tell the story, this thing, this whole situation was deemed a suicide.
Can I just say real quick for the viewers? Real quick.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Pause. My boy's rocking Air Forces, dog. I don't know if you guys fucking noticed this. I just noticed this right now. My boy's fucking rocking them.
They're clean too.
They
They're 2 years
fuck
old.
is so clean, bro. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dirty Air Forces are gross. Clean your fucking Air Forces or throw
Clean
them
your
away and
fucking
get new
Air
ones.
Forces, dude. Chee, chee. He said.
So this I would say situation was deemed a suicide. The person that was dead, her name is Ellen Greenberg. Okay, she was engaged. Let me get some of that. Let me get whatever. Oh, man, an IPA. God, no, I'm just kidding.
Yo, I got a Santa Monica Stomp Shandy, and it's a hot dog on a stick lemonade
Oh shit.
drink. This was for you, low key, but
Low key, but hey, you get what you get. You don't
get
throw a
what you get.
fit.
yeah,
You
we
get-
don't babysit our beers either. I don't know if you guys know
Do
this.
you guys see a baby around here?
Fucking Lily,
Fuck
dude.
out of here.
Ah.
What's your boy's name?
Talking about Lily,
Nah, the other fool.
JR,
No. He made a comment.
Arnold.
Is it Arnold?
I don't know if you guys know this, but we're a little drunk,
A
so
little drunkies, but stick around for this story because it's fucking insane. Victor.
shout out my boy Victor.
You don't see a
Shout out
baby?
my boy Victor. Fucking what about him though?
We're not fucking babysitting, dog. You don't see no babies here. We've been drinking
what-
our drink.
Wait, what did he say?
He said, LOL, drink your beer. I don't see a baby there. Victor, my boy, we're like 10 deep before we start these. Where
Yo,
are you at?
Shout out 5K.
No
shout out
offense. No
Victor.
offense. It's all love, but where the fuck you at?
Yo, Victor is a little pussy, dude.
Is he a Dodger fan?
No, at all. Fuck him.
Damn, that makes sense.
He has long hair, dude. He's not-
Does he wear a ponytail?
yeah.
How old is he? How old is he?
He's like 30, dude.
Yeah, 30 in a ponytail. Let it go, dude. Just let it go, dude. That looks good on nobody. If you're not in your early 20s, if nobody has told you, we'll tell you because we love you and we're your friends. And we're going to be honest with you. Cut that shit out.
Shout out my boy Victor, bro. Shout out 5K. Shout out the Dairy Boys.
Dairy Boys. That's
nah,
such a
he's
sick
not
name.
30. What is he? You're like 27 or something?
Oh, that's okay. That can pass for,
3 years younger,
for a
it's fine.
ponytail. Yeah, once you hit
Yeah.
your 30s, cut that shit
yeah,
off, bro.
cut that
'cause
shit off, bro.
That shit is gross. He's gonna have a ponytail and like a fucking Harley or what? Man,
from
sorry,
the
I'm
back.
just talking shit. I don't even know.
You don't even know him.
He's probably a great guy.
He's fucking awesome, dude. Fuck him.
Sorry.
That's my boy. He's a piece of shit, though. That's
Anyways, all right. Back to the story. So this thing is I feel like it's gonna piss you off because it fucking pissed me off when I'm not gonna go into details because
Go into detail.
No. I'm not gonna go into details. I'm gonna so the murder of this is Ellen Greenberg. If you guys want to look and get into like more details, look this murder up or suicide. And listen to the deets, listen to the 911 call, and let me know what you think. But so Ellen Greenberg was a second grade teacher. She was engaged with this guy named Sam. So this guy Sam says, I went down to the gym. I was gone for a 30-minute workout. Nobody saw him at the gym. There were cameras in the lobby. They couldn't find any other cameras anywhere else. So like his alibi kind of works. He says, I went back to my apartment. The door was locked, but then there's like a hinge, that hinge on top? Or I don't know what it's called, where it's like you move it over.
What? Like it locks the door?
Yeah, but it's like there's no key to unlock. The person inside has to unlock it. So he says that like that's what's locking the door, and he sent text to his wife or his fiance, and he's like, "What the fuck? Hello, where are you? You better have a good reason for this." Like very mean text, right? He goes downstairs to a security guard. He's like, hey, can you guys get into my house? And he's like, no, policy, like even if you're there, like we can't break into your house because of that lock. So he's like, cool. He breaks into
Obviously, somebody's in there, right?
yeah, his fiance. So he breaks into the house. Boom. He like knocks the door open. The locks break, and he sees his wife sitting up against they're like the bottom cabinets of his kitchen. She's up against the cabinet kitchens, and her head is down like this. So like for the listeners, her head is like kind of like her chin is down to her chest. She's got a large serrated knife on her chest. She's got stab wounds on the back of her neck, and she's got stab wounds in her stomach. In total, there are about 25 stab wounds. Okay. Calls 911. The 911 call is the weirdest call I've ever seen because they told him, "Hey," he's like, "My wife, there's a lot of blood." And she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Can you do CPR?" And he's like, "I don't know how to do it." And then she's like, "Do CPR." And then she tried to like guide him. She's like, so throughout the whole thing, he's like, "Oh no!" But the thing is, the way he sounds, he goes like this verbatim. He goes, "Oh no, there's blood everywhere." My tone was the same tone he had. And then so he did all this thing talking about CPR and this and that. And then he goes, "Oh wait, there's a knife in her chest." And she's like, "Sir, there's no way you can do CPR if there's a knife in her chest." So cops come in. They're in there for like about an hour and deem it a suicide. They deem this as fucking suicide.
But she was stabbed how many times?
About 25. There's 25 stab wounds. They take her to the coroner's office. The coroner says this is a homicide.
Of course.
The next day, coroner retracts his thing.
What?
Says it's a suicide. There are stab wounds on the base of her skull. There's about 10 stab wounds on the base of her skull. So back here. So if you were about to kill yourself, how the fuck?
Nobody's doing this.
Right. So the first time he's like, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, he changes his statement. The cops were only there for like an hour, and then they deemed it a suicide. They never took any of her phone. They didn't take her phone. They didn't take her laptop. They didn't take anything from there. They took his statement. They isolated the husband or the fiance, but since it was a suicide, they never made him a suspect. So, but the thing is, this was in Philly. His family and his dad, his mom, and his uncle were like very like well off. His uncle was like an attorney, this and that, right? They never took the computer. They never took the phones or anything. So what happens is they get this signature from another analyst who's like a spinal, like she like just studies the vertebrae, to sign off on it. It's signed, this and that, cool. And so it's deemed a suicide. Experts are the kind of like intrigued by this, and they look and they're like, there's no way that this is a suicide. This is definitely a homicide. And then everybody's claiming that so what ended up happening was they said that she ended up killing herself, stabbing herself here first, and then on the back of the fucking neck. What the coroners say, what all the specialists say is, for one, she had all her clothes on. When people kill themselves, they expose the skin. So they expose where they're going to kill themselves. So it's like, if I'm going to cut my wrist, I'm not going to do it with my sweater on.
Long sleeves on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to roll your sleeves up.
And then you're going to expose the skin and you're going to cut it. So
she was stabbed through like her shirts and shit?
Yeah, she was fully clothed. And so, but the thing is, what was weird, it's like she was sat up against the corner. So she's like, if I'm going to kill myself, like, why would I be in that position? Two, she had bruises on her arms and on her legs and then even on her throat that were like, they're in the process of healing. So there was like physical abuse. But because his uncle was like an attorney and who ended up taking the laptop and the phone and the fucking all her stuff was her uncle. So the thing is, there's
her uncle or his uncle?
His uncle.
Right.
So the thing is, that, like, there's this thing where it's like, I forgot what it's called, where it's just like the chain of command on like when you get something, but because that was broken, like none of that could have been used in court in general, like in general. But what they did was on that laptop that was in the living room, which was technically like the family laptop, there was like search bars or like history that said suicide, like it was like porn, but like suicide porn, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Like it just didn't make sense for her character because like her coworkers were like, there's no fucking way. Like she was like this bubbly girl, and then this and that, and then whenever she was stressed out, it was like she's like, oh, it's about work, but she was very organized. She was a very organized second grade teacher, and so it was very weird. But all this happened in like a blizzard. So like when her parents found out, everybody was like kind of like stuck and locked in. And then when they found out that Según que it was like a fucking suicide, it was over the phone, so they couldn't even see her. So like, all this is going on, and their parents are stuck in like a blizzard. So, anyways, things go on, right? And the lady who supposedly was the one who analyzed her spine, they like interviewed her, and she's like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "No, yeah, you said that like her spine wasn't severed and like she could have done this to herself." And she's like, "Let me check my like calendar. Never had an appointment." And she's like, "I've never looked over this case." So she never looked over this case, and someone signed off on her saying that she did, and it was suicide. So when she did, she said that the initial stabbings were on the back of the neck. And then because one of the stabbings went about 3 inches in, it severed a certain nerve that would have left her like incapable of moving.
Paralyzed.
Exactly. So there, the stabbings in the stomach and in the chest were not post-mortem, but like she was already kind of fucked up while they were doing this to her.
See, she stabbed herself in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
She stabbed herself in the chest and in the stomach.
The stomach.
No,
25 stab wounds they said that she had.
that makes no
How the
fucking
fuck
sense.
are you gonna stab
Any fucking investigator
Yeah.
is gonna see that amount of stab wounds
Yeah.
and be like, no, somebody else did this to her.
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
You fucking morons. Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're right. And like, so she deemed it where she was like, oh no, like I never like did this.
She was like, I didn't do that. Somebody forged this.
yeah, basically. But because of like the process was so far on, where it's like
Yeah, it was already too late. Or
none of it mattered, and there was so many like doctors.
Well, you can
Yeah, but
investigate it,
even
kinda.
now, dude, her fiance is married and has a son. So what we're thinking from what happened was he ended up committing the murder and then calling his uncle or whoever helped his uncle, figuring out what to say and what to do, put her on there, and then kind of like did the whole 30-minute, because everything technically happened within 30 minutes while he was gone at the gym. But they inspected the balcony, they inspected everything. There was no forced entry. And then, but because like I guess his family was like kind of like the uppities, and
How the fuck did he lock the door from the inside and then leave though?
that's why no one checked the latch.
Oh, he just said like
He just said it, and then he like broke down. He probably locked the door. They said that the door was broken down because of the locks on the bottom, but nobody ever checked that lock that was supposedly like locked.
Yeah.
So it was just like it was like a big fucking thing, and yeah, her parents now to this day are still trying to like deem it a fucking like a murder, but like everything came down to it being a suicide. And because the chain of command was like infringed on, they can never use any of her cell phones or like how, depending on her state of mind or where she was at or her laptop, they can't use any of that.
Where was this?
Philly.
When?
2011.
Alarm? 2011?
2010 to 11.
God damn.
Her fiance was
What's the
named Sam.
What's the range of fuck? What's the term where like if it's too long, you can't like
And
prosecute.
it's like 8 years or some shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's a name for it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Son
Yeah,
of a bitch.
it's done. But at this point, there's no way. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes no fucking sense. And the fact that they were like, yeah, she stabbed herself 25 times,
The thing is, it's like the county was there for an hour.
and the knife was in her chest the whole time.
The knife was in her chest. And there was like stab wounds right here. Like, because the way that she was sitting up in that corner, her head was hunched down like this. So you could see like a stab wound, and then 10 stab
In her
wounds.
head.
In her head and on the back of, and like right here, on the back of the skull, there was 10 right here. And then the doctor who analyzed it said that it was like blunt force.
Yeah, how are you doing this?
Yeah, there's no fucking way. And then even in the 911 call, he's like, literally, oh my God, there's blood. Wow. Like, it just seems so staged.
Yeah.
So, like, my theory is just like, he did it, called his uncle how to get away from it. He kind of like coerced him, coached him. And now he's out. I don't know where he's at, but I know he's got a wife and a child.
Again, back to it. No fucking excuse, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, dude. Him, Gypsy Rose, you pussy, and Night Stalker and Co-ed
he's
Killer.
dead.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. God damn it, dude. I had a good one too that I wanted to use, but I think I'm gonna save that for another spooky season, maybe next year, 2025.
Well, we can always talk about murder anytime, because I like murder cases.
Yo, fucking these fucking serial killer murder cases, dude. I'm about it. That's all I watch.
Yeah.
It's like serial killer documentaries,
Yeah.
and then I'm always like, I fucking hate you. You know what I mean? Like I watch them, and I'm like, oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, for me, it's just so crazy how like people are so twisted. When I'm like, how can anybody do any of this shit?
Yeah.
And they're just like blatantly like, yeah.
I mean, people detach themselves, like,
It's so nuts to me, dog.
Yeah.
That people have that ability. Like, there's no way. I can never, like, detach myself to, like, not having those types of feelings.
yeah.
And these people are like, means nothing. Means nothing to me. I don't know them. I'll jack.
They get a high off of it.
I'm spreading
yeah.
feces.
They
on
have
their
an
wall.
urge to do it. Yeah.
So wild.
Yeah.
I'm like, for me, I'm like, that's somebody's mother, and they're like, to them, it's a piece of meat.
So?
Straight up, bro. That's so nuts to me.
You got a movie
Yeah.
rec or what?
Movie rec? Yeah, dude, I got one. Movie rec of the week. Let me just remember what it was, because I already forgot.
Dude, I have this Tiki Fusion
I
Zombie,
keep forgetting.
orange, lime, grapefruit, and allspice. Whatever allspice is, it's kicking in, man. This isn't.
Is it good?
It's okay.
It's an IPA, by the way.
It's very, very citrusy. It tastes more
Yeah.
like orange.
No, it's an IPA, but it's like,
I feel like I just bit an orange, and then all I bit was like the orange peel.
no, it says hazy IPA with notes of
Nah, man.
orange, lime, grapefruit, and allspice.
No, it feels like I just bit into an orange,
It's
and all I
supposed to be
got
an
was the
IPA.
peel. Try
And
it.
I got it because I was like, this is gonna be a wild ride.
You're like,
here.
woo.
Shit. You know what's crazy, bro? Before I even sipped it, I smelt.
You smelled it, right?
I smelt the grapefruit. I smelt the spice and the lime and the.
Shut the fuck.
I got hints of
He's like, yeah, it
I
definitely
was
was,
like,
brewed in
1984. Yeah, dude, I got that. Yeah, straight up.
It was fermented and then it was canned a couple months
Fermented
ago.
is a good word, dude. I like that. I'm gonna use that.
Canned a couple months ago, and then let's see, how cold is it? I got it at 45 degrees, and it was probably chilled two weeks ago.
You're a dick.
Wait, did you like it?
I did like it.
You like
yeah,
it?
Yeah. Lucky.
I'm
I mean,
not a
I'm an
fan.
IPA drinker anyways. You know what I mean? I'm
He's
an
a-
old school IPA drinker too. I don't know if you guys know this shit.
This fucking gang.
Yeah, fuck out of it, dude. Fuck out it.
No, my man, this is
doing
10%
Boston-
anyway.
I keep doing a Boston accent. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Is it?
Or am I tripping?
Yep. No, you're right. God damn.
Yeah, you are doing a Boston accent.
Never. No. No, we're not doing that. So today, this week's, this week's, this week's movie rec is it's called Chicago. Hold on. It's, it's called Trial of the Chicago 7, I believe.
Oh, no, that's New York, no?
Yeah, Trial of the Chicago. What'd you say?
I thought it was New York, where those 7 kids, según que they murdered the lady, and then
No,
Donald
no.
Trump put a whole fucking page on him.
Nah.
Different story.
This is totally different.
That's New York 5 or
Yeah, something like that.
Maroon
I've
5?
seen that too. That shit's crazy.
The Jackson 5? No sé, güey.
Shut up.
All right, what's up? Which one's this one?
This one is called Trial of the Chicago 7. Trial of the Chicago 7 is a story about. It's on Netflix, by the way. It's a Netflix special. It's a story about. I love this movie because I've seen it. I've seen it so many times already. I've seen it a gang of times. It's a story about 8 dudes that have like a protest during the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, like in the '60s or some shit, and they were pissed of the Democratic nominee that year
Okay.
because the Democratic nominee was supposed to run against whoever. I don't know who was running that time. I think it was Nixon, and they wanted like a better nominee.
Yeah.
And they were pissed that the Democrats nominated this one guy. So everybody went to Chicago to the Democratic National Convention where he was about to be announced and be like, this is our nominee. They all went to go protest. And during that protest, the cops, because they weren't allowed to protest, right? Mind you, we have the right to assembly
Right.
in this country, right? And in Chicago, they were trying to suppress that from them. And they were trying to be like, no, you can't do that. And they were like, we're going anyways.
Right.
And they're like, there's nothing you can do about it. So again, hundreds of thousands of people went. Thousands of people went to Chicago to protest this. And there ended up being this massive riot where people were beat
No way.
and bloodied and beat to, like, people died and people were pepper sprayed and people were bloodied and arrested.
Because the 8 dudes that wanted to go over there?
So I'll get to it.
Oh, my bad.
So a lot of people got hurt, right? And these 8 dudes were arrested because these 8 dudes were the ones that were kind of in charge, and they were the ones that were like, you guys started this. So they were charged with inciting riots, crossing state lines to incite riots, and blah, 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 blah. All that
Random,
bullshit.
yeah.
Felonies. These are felonies. These are federal charges.
Jesus.
So these are true stories. This actually fucking happened. And these fucking 8 dudes, one dude got off, right? They dismissed his case. That's a whole different other story, dog.
I feel like that food turned on them.
Bro, it's fucking it's crazy.
Ah,
But you have to watch it.
don't tell me.
No, I'm not gonna tell you that, and that's why it's called. There was 8 of them, but that's why it's called the Chicago 7, is because that dude got off. But his story is fucking nuts.
Vergas.
His story is fucking crazy. But anyways,
You don't fucking see nothing, don't fucking say nothing.
yeah, straight up, straight up, bro. You watched this fucking exactly what you just said. Straight up,
way.
dog. It's fucking tight. Anyways, it's not tight because it's fucked up.
Yeah,
but anyways,
yeah.
And then the Chicago 7 go through this trial, and the trial is a fucking. It's crazy. It's crazy that it even fucking happened.
Yeah.
But it's a true story, and that's what makes it awesome. You know, the dudes that I know that are in this movie is Sacha Baron Cohen, who plays Borat. He's in this movie. The guy who plays the girl in can't remember. It doesn't even matter. I'm drunk. So, Trial of the Chicago 7. Watch it, please. Let me know what you think. It's a fucking good movie. I'm fucking wasted, so I'm not gonna remember.
Hey, yo, happy Halloween. You're here with your boy Lou and Mario. Have a great fucking night. All right, guys, stay safe. We love you. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. Fucking fuck your mother.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Bye.
Okay, bye.